Yeah,
Weezy out of here.
the dash is digi, the schedule busy, my head in.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Tay TV. So, today, I'm gonna talk to y'all about the time I got cheated on. I met this boy at my church through my god sister. He is like 3 years older, 3 years older than me. So, when he turned 18, he was getting ready to go off to the Navy. So, everything was good. You know, when he turned 18, he had about a month until he had to leave for basic. So, you know, when you go to basic, they don't have day phones or nothing for like 8 weeks. So I already knew that. You know, he contacted me when basic was over, and I'm thinking, okay, everything's good, it's just gonna be what it is. Like, we about to figure out this long distance thing because you're not going anywhere. Now, mind you, y'all, this was my first love. I had never actually loved someone like I loved him. And being 15, sometimes you think it's love and it's really not. Yeah. But for me, it really was. Like, I had little boyfriends before him. When I met him, I was like, oh my gosh. Because honestly, when I finally met him, I was so shy, y'all. I'm not shy for nothing. I'm not. But I literally was shy. So when we first started talking, it was on a Sunday because we all went to the same church. So we were all sitting there, and we were all sitting in a row. So it was him, me, my god sister, and the brother that my god sister liked. So me and him said that we were talking in church, passing notes. It started off innocent, oh, you're cute, oh, your outfit's cute, oh, can I hold your hand while we sit in church, just little cute little stuff. And then in the middle of church, we kind of snuck off to the other building. We went to the other building, and the other building is like a gym and a track and all that. So at the time, we had a children's church, but we all just didn't go to children's church. We just didn't go. So it wasn't like it was prohibited for us to actually go over there. So we just went over there to hang out. And we were walking around the track. We were just holding hands, being us. It was cute. So then we just hung out and talked for a little bit. And then we all came back and sat where we were originally sitting. And, this happened. All that happened numerous Sundays until he left. So there was an event the week before he left, and I had went to the other building with him, and we were talking, and I was sad because it's like, this time next week you're not gonna be here. And he was like, don't be sad, because I'm gonna always be there for you, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna love you, and we're just gonna last forever. And for me, I believed that. So that day we kissed, and it was magical. Like, I don't know if it was because he was leaving, or if it was just like, I don't know, but it just felt like it was meant to be when it happened. Now, yes, prior to this kiss, we had kissed before, but it was the little pics. Y'all know the little pics I'm talking about. But this one was more so passionate. So apparently our parents were looking for us because whatever they were doing was over. So my mom saw me with him and all heck broke loose, let me tell you. So I was told I couldn't see him anymore, I couldn't talk to him anymore. And if I did try to talk to him again, it wouldn't be a good day for either one of us. So I was like, okay. And plus, I'm like, okay, I can do that anyway because he's about to go to basic training. And I'm not going to talk to him for like 2 months anyway. So when we were finally able back to talk again 2 months later, it was good talking to him just to see like how everything was going. He asked me like how school was, how home life was, and I was like, yeah, it's been crap. I was basically grounded. And my parents were just like, you know, if he really wanted to be with you, why couldn't he just come to us like a grown man and be like, hey, I like your daughter and all this. And my parents trying to be funny, but they was like, even then we probably wouldn't have let him just because he's 18 and you're 15. And I'm just like, okay. And for me, it kind of didn't matter. So at the time I didn't have my phone, so I was like emailing him, and that ended up like my parents ended up finding out that I was emailing him. So my parents can take my laptop because I did my homework on it. So I just had to cut all ties with talking to him. And then y'all, I found ways to talk to him anyway. Shaking my head. But even then, like, I could tell stuff was a little off. Like, he would still talk to me like, oh, like, everything's good, I love you, blah blah blah. So the following Sunday after I talked to him, his mom and his nephew come to church, and his nephew's going, my uncle's getting married, and he's gonna have a baby. I'm just like, which uncle? Because you know it's him and his brother, but his brother wasn't in a relationship at the time. So I was like, okay, that's weird. And then his mom was like, yeah, my son, and said his name, is gonna get married because the girl that he was talking to ended up pregnant. My heart sank, y'all. Like, I had never been so hurt. And I'm just sitting here like, that's crazy because last week he was just telling me all this and that. So I'm just like, okay, this not making sense. So I hit him up and he was like, yeah. I was like, so when were you gonna tell me? Because this don't make sense to me. It was like, how long has this been going on? He told me since basic training ended, like graduation. But the person he did it with was basically like his boss, whatever. I'm just like, so that's what we doing now? So yeah, y'all. So then I stopped talking to him for like 2 or 3 years, and then he manages to come back in my life. Let me tell you, it was not the same, because by this time his son is like 2.5 maybe, and I meet his son. Oh my gosh, the most beautiful little boy. So I fell in love with his son, y'all. But me and him, like, we tried to work back to it, and it was just weird. Like, I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was just like, how do you allow this to happen and you think it's okay? And he was like, yeah, I was thinking about you the whole time, but I didn't know how to tell you because I slipped up and all this and that. He was like, I didn't want to have a child with her. I'd rather it had been with you and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, it takes two to tango, and you didn't tango with the right one. And it was just a whole bunch, and I was just over it. So it's like, you know what, I'm gonna still be here for you, but it's not gonna be like how you want me to be here for you. And I told him, I still love you because you're my first love, and I love your son. Just being cordial and cool with him lasted for a little while, but it lasted for a few years. But now I don't talk to him. I don't talk to his son. And it's kind of sad because it's like, once you build something with somebody, especially your first love, and something like that happens, it's like you don't know what to do. And I didn't know what to do. I mean, I still don't, because I still have love for him. But I'm gonna love you from a distance, for sure. Like, and with just trying to have a friendship after all of that, it was hard because it's like, how do I go from loving you like crazy, getting in trouble over you, going back and forth, doing what I'm not supposed to do to try and talk to you and make sure we stay strong, and you still ended up doing me dirty? It's just amazing to me. Like, I don't understand, and I guess I never will. He's apologized numerous times, but it's not enough for me, because at the end of the day, baby boy, you cheated. And then you have evidence of you cheating. You had a whole child. You have a whole child. If you had not gotten her pregnant, I wouldn't have known you cheated. And not to mention, remember when I told y'all that he was supposed to get married? He didn't even marry her because she didn't want to marry him. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's the whole different story in itself. But yeah, I feel like long distance relationships can last, especially if you trust that person. But with this, for me, I didn't trust him the same. As you shouldn't. But I just felt like, you're my first love, I'm gonna support you, do whatever. Because it ended up getting real rocky for them, like, after the whole thing. And you know, I was like, I'm gonna be here for you. Simple as that. But it was never the same. I still love him to this day. That's not gonna change. But communication is dead between us now. It just is what it is. I learned my lesson, and I know where I stand as far as us, and that's just it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.